It was just past dawn, in the sleepy suburb of Maple Hollow, where the loudest thing on a weekday morning was usually someone's automatic sprinkler sputtering to life. That piece shattered like glass. A thunderous whomp, whomp, whomp echoed down the cul-de-sac. Birds scattered, lawns trembled, and from the sky, a matte black helicopter sliced through the morning haze and descended right onto the neighborhood's beloved picnic field. Enter Linda Caldwell, self-proclaimed President for Life of the Maple Hollow Homeowners Association, wielding a megaphone in one hand and a plastic snow shovel in the other. Barefoot, in a silk bathrobe, and with her hairnet flapping in the breeze, she shrieked into the morning air. "They're invading our airspace." Newspapers flew, pink lawn, flamingos took flight. Her husband's toupee landed in the bird bath. And me? I stepped out of that helicopter in tactical gear, clipboard in hand, sunglasses fogged from the descent, as if I'd just walked out of a high-budget action film. I nodded at Linda. "Morning. Might want to steer clear of the landing zone." 24 hours earlier, this chaos had just been lines on a classified memo. See, I wasn't just the quiet guy on Sycamore Lane who never came to block parties. I'm Alex Monroe, Field Coordinator for a Federal Emergency Response Division. Our job: simulate rescue drills in real-world conditions, the kind where civilians don't know what's coming, so we can see how chaos unfolds naturally. And Maple Hollow? It was perfect. Predictable, controlled. A neighborhood where residents argue about mailbox paint codes, and the HOA once fined a man for having overly aggressive wind chimes. The real cherry on top, Linda Caldwell. Now, you might think this story starts with a misunderstanding about helicopters. But no, it started with a turf war. Months earlier, Linda had tried to push through a proposal to privatize the neighborhood park. Her plan: lease it out to a wellness spa franchise her cousin owned. I quietly blocked it, citing public access laws in a city council session she didn't know I attended. Ever since, Linda's been gunning for me, so when our agency picked Maple Hollow for the drill, I didn't object. The night before the descent, the advanced chopper flew a quick survey. Linda was mid-morning yoga in her driveway. A gust from the blades sent her lavender incense spiraling into her cat's litter box. She stormed over to my house, slapped my Ring camera with a slipper, and demanded answers. "This is a community," she shouted, "not a Pentagon playground." I offered her a polite smile and a cold bottle of water. "I'm not at liberty to discuss the flight's purpose. Ms. Caldwell, please refer any concerns to the proper authorities." She narrowed her eyes. "You don't even have a dog, Alex." "He's inside," I said, pointing to my golden retriever passed out under the dining table. "He's just not much of a barker." By sunset, Linda had rallied the HOA board and sent out an urgent alert about unauthorized aircraft activity in the vicinity of her future spa grounds. She even started an online petition titled "Protect Our Sky. Say No to Helicopter Tyranny." Meanwhile, my team rolled into town, disguised as a plumbing company, and set up a mobile ops center behind my garage, state-of-the-art comms gear, thermal scanners, and encrypted radios, the works. Our objective: Simulate a high-pressure, multi-agency urban rescue complete with hostile terrain, disoriented civilians, and apparently one very determined HOA president with a megaphone. By morning, Linda had barricaded the field with patio furniture, gnome statues, and potted plants, labeled Community Perimeter. But nothing could stop the chopper. When it landed, I stepped out. Calm, focused, she yelled, "You don't have clearance." I smiled. "Actually, you don't." From there, things escalated fast. Linda posted footage of the landing on Nextdoor with the caption, "Black Ops invade Maple Hollow." She tried to tow the chopper. The driver laughed. She printed stickers that read, "Airspace Violation, HOA Enforcement," and slapped one on my mailbox. She even staged a stakeout in front of my garage wearing a fluorescent vest that read, "Civic Intelligence Advisor." And the best part, every second of her paranoid theater made our simulation more realistic. On the final day, we launched the full-scale exercise, 3 helicopters, multiple FEMA observers, and a field hospital setup in the tennis court, actors posing as casualties. Drone scans, overhead, simulated extractions. It looked like something out of a Tom Clancy novel. Linda, now in full command mode, marched down the street, waving a hand-drawn HOA flag and screaming into a bullhorn about municipal violations. One of my agents calmly flashed her a federal badge and said, "Ma'am, you're in an active federal drill zone. Please stand down." She froze. "Drill? What drill? I didn't authorize any drill." And that, folks, was the moment Linda Caldwell lost control of Maple Hollow. TV crews showed up. Our drill was trending online. A local reporter asked Linda for a statement, and she ranted for 6 minutes about surveillance squirrels and deep state playgrounds. A few days later, the mayor himself arrived, slick smiling, suited up like a campaign ad. He gave a live speech, congratulated the neighborhood on their heroic contribution to national readiness, and wait for it, thanked me by name for leading the operation with professionalism and grace. He even called Linda's antics a valuable case study in civilian unpredictability. The HOA board mortified, residents laughing. Teenagers made a TikTok remix of Linda yelling auto-tune to the Mission Impossible theme. It went viral. By the end of the week, Linda had quietly submitted her resignation. Her farewell email included a 23-page list of recommendations for the next HOA leader, including things like installing motion-sensitive shrubbery and enforcing silence hours between 2:15 and 2:45 p.m. Nobody read past page 2. At the next meeting, which I was finally invited to, the board created a new role, Neighborhood Security Liaison. They gave me a badge, plastic misspelled, but I accepted. Then FEMA showed up again. They delivered a portable ops kit, a bird bath, with a hidden satellite antenna, and a laminated letter that read, "Special thanks to Maple Hollow HOA for their vivid portrayal of spontaneous resistance. Your participation set new benchmarks in suburban simulation. Realism." We framed it, put it right above the old bulletin board where Linda used to post trash bin violations, And the final cherry on top, a community party complete with cupcakes shaped like helicopters, lawn games, and a spoof documentary titled Operation Maple Storm. Linda did not attend, but someone left a lawn sign where her favorite gnome used to be. It read, "In honor of the most unexpected rescue drill in suburban history, codename the Caldwell Protocol. Sometimes you don't need an enemy, just one person with too much power and a clipboard. And sometimes chaos is the best teacher of all." So what about your neighborhood? Ever dealt with an HOA meltdown? A power-hungry board member? Or maybe you were the one caught in the middle of a community showdown? Drop your story in the comments. Let's hear your wildest HOA tales. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more true drama from the suburbs. Banjanoi